Thank you for the kind introduction. I'm Andy. I'm actually based in Singapore. I'm an early blockchain adopter. I've also invested in many early blockchain projects, starting from 2017. Thanks BlockReview for setting up this Zoom call. I couldn't be at the venue today. I really would love to visit Thailand, Bangkok, to meet up with all of you, but I really couldn't because of my schedule. So today, based on what I've understood, there are a few things I need to address. So first of all, this video call is to allow me to talk about Ethereum 2.0, the merge, as requested. And based on the list that I have right now, many of you around this roundtable, I saw bankers, I saw politicians, I saw layer one friends as well. So some of you are expert, some of you are here to find out more about what the new updates are like for Ethereum. So I will try my very best based on what was given to me by the organizer BlockReview, some of these questions that they have put forth. I will try to explain the merge in the simplest manner, and also try to answer some of the questions that were already being posted to me before the event. All right, so let me just start off with a more simple, maybe a more easier way to look at what is the merge. All right, so Vitalik, he's of course the founder of Ethereum. Based on what I hear from the Ethereum community conference in France last week, he has mentioned that Ethereum is just about 40% done, and there's a lot more coming after the merge, and he shared about future developments that go well beyond the network's move to proof of stake, or most of us would say POS. And in fact, the more often referred to as the merge, because it will combine both Ethereum mainnet with the POS beacon chain. And this is one of the few updates that he has planned for everyone. I think there's another figure that I would like to share. Vitalik mentioned that and also believe that Ethereum is just 40% completed as per what I've mentioned, and then he believed that after the merge, which is expected to be completed in September 2022, Ethereum will be roughly about 55% completed. So Ethereum will undergo further upgrades, and he called it, the surge, the verge, and the plunge, and so forth. These are not strange terms to a lot of Ethereum followers. Giving you this pretext is to share with you that the founder himself has been actively talking about, the merge. He has been actively sharing about the merge. So a few highlights that I want to, just sum up to let people have a proper understanding, of what is the merge. All right, so how should I put it? I think first thing, about the highlight is Ethereum will move to a POS consensus, which merges with the beacon chain. Second thing that I want to share is Ethereum 2 is not a new asset. The Ethereum in your wallet, ETH, or exchange account will not be impacted. And the third point that I want to share is Ethereum's transition to proof of stake will bring a lot more benefits including better efficiency, better security, and of course reduce a reduction in centralization. So this is a very clear summary of what was being talked about, at the France event, and the 3 points that were there has also tried to clarify some of these thoughts that are in the space, right? So let me answer a few questions that will be given to me by the organizer beforehand. I'm so sorry. I know, I will be taking up a bit of your time, before the start of your lunch, and I hope the roundtable will be very fruitful. Also, I got to let you know that I have the permission from the organizer to record this and share my part of the conversation to my community. So I hope you don't mind. If you have any questions, don't worry, just ask. It will not be recorded. All right. So these are the pre questions that were given to me. So first question is, what is Ethereum 2.0 release date? Well, there were a lot of talks about the release and so forth. So as per last week, based on the Ethereum community, development community, they have made good progress, and they are expecting ETH2 to go live within 2022. All right, and then again, also as of July 2022, the Ethereum core developers updated the timeline with tentative dates, tentative launch date, during the week of this, maybe the third week of September, 19 September. And they will have 3 testnet that are scheduled to be merged over the last couple of months. And they have already merged that. So the final testnet to be merged would be around August 11. So this is one of the things that that one of the questions that you have asked. Let me see what's the next question. Oh, next question is, well, I got a lot of different feedback, from the screenshot that were given by BlockReview. But I think I will size up the question as such. Why is Ethereum moving towards POS consensus, right? As mentioned before, I think it has a lot of good benefits, including improved efficiency. You'll be more effective. Scalability has increased. Security has also increased. And the more important thing that many of us were also talking about is also a reduction in centralization. These are the big picture, but if you zoom in into a little bit more detail, let me break this up into a few segments, right? So we talk about better energy efficiency. Ethereum will see a 99.95 reduction in power used to secure the network. So better energy efficiency means really good for the whole world. Those environment expert will like this. I've mentioned about this reduction in a centralized risk. So without the need of specialized hardware, anyone can be a staker. The more people that participate in security, in the whole chain, in the whole works, the more robust the chain will become. And with the less power being used and easier hardware requirements, economies of scales, will be smaller, will be a smaller factor. Unlike, in the past for POW, which is proof of work, miners can be pinpointed on a map based on the energy usage. With the energy reduction in POS, nodes that are participating can be targeted less easily, right? So things will be more decentralized. I mentioned about specialized hardware. So as you know, the current POW model heavily relied on the high power output from the graphic cards. So of course the cards are expensive, and the reliance, on all this hardware, as it actually compromises, in some of the work that is being done. You also create unnecessary dependency on supply chain, right? So after the merge is being launched, a normal laptop, or old laptop can be used to secure the network. So it's a lot easier to manage this whole process. What other thing will happen? I think let me see. Okay, so other questions that were being asked is how will ETH2 appear on my wallet? All right. So as mentioned before, there's no new asset for ETH. It will remain the same. Your existing ETH will work just as always, and it will not be affected. All right. So this misconception, should be clear in your mind, and please do not be hoaxed. And by seeing it, there's an ETH2 showing up in your wallet, it's not going to happen. Next question that I have, this is from this is from a business guy. I can't mention his name. He's asking if ETH gas fees be cheaper after the merge. It's a tough question. I think the really short reply is no. But of course it could lead to a decrease in gas fees in the future. Because gas fees are related to the block and the demand. The block space demand. So the merge does not increase the block size, nor it does not decrease the demand for block space. So my short answer is no. If you want me to add on a bit more, the gas fees are actually governed by a very simple supply and demand. So if there's more the demand, the gas fees will be high, right? Vice versa. So the other term that I that most Ethereum people would know would be sharding. So sharding will increase the amount of available block space, similar to how a layer 2 solution is being rolled up. So this is more technical. I would not want to go into very much detail, but my short answer to you is no. Okay, I seen new question after I mentioned about sharding and so forth. So let me just reply this. So Ethereum sharding is a multi-phase upgrade to improve Ethereum scalability and capacity. It will enable cheaper transaction while maintaining Ethereum's security. So that will be the next upgrade, followed by the current merge. All right. So these are very fair questions that that I have answered. There are some questions that are sort of repeated, so I will not answer. And the one last question that I will share and answer would be this. Well, this is again a very long answer. So they were asking about investment opportunity, for Ethereum, having the merge being launched. I think we should look at it this way. Yeah, there are a few ways to really look at investment. One of them would be buy and hold your Ethereum. All right, so this is one way that investors look at it. Then the second way would be looking at staking your Ethereum. So staking would be, when you stake your Ethereum, you earn rewards. and then in general, in the form of more Ethereum. It's like a form of like a saving or earning interest, in real life. There are many different staking options. You can do a very solo staking. If you're tech savvy, with 32 ETH, I think you can run a validator node, basically soaping up your PC running validated software, and this software run the new POS model on the Ethereum network, and in the way that is mining. These are mining machines. The other one is staking as a service. If you have got Ethereum, but if you don't want to manage your own node, you can deposit it in the staking services, which will run the validators on your behalf, and then you share the rewards. So these are two different ways that you could earn. Of course, there are also people. The third option would be buying derivatives, Ethereum derivatives, or you just do day spot trading. All right, so these are the four ways that you could invest your Ethereum. Let me see if there's any other question. I basically have answered most of the question, because I'm only given 15 minutes and then another 15 minutes for the open Q&A as well, so that we can have a fruitful conversation. So I hope what I have shared today is something useful. I would love to meet face to face with some of you. A few of you are already my friend. I know you guys really well, in the banking space and also in the government space, but what I'm trying to answer today or in my last 15 minutes of my presentation is to give you an overview of what is Ethereum 2.0, aka the merge, what you should be looking at. I put on some emphasis on there will not be any new wallets, there will not be any new coin, because at this current moment, I noted that there are many rumors, coming out, trying to tell people the wrong kind of information. So what I've given would be very useful, and what I've given would be something that you could use it for a long time, because these are all real facts. So the future of Ethereum and what going to come next will be really exciting. Like what Vitalik has mentioned, 40%, 55% done. There'll be a lot more to come, and there'll be a lot more to be adopted. So if you are a business, if you are a bank, for example, you have always been asking questions. How are we going to use the blockchain technology? Which blockchain technology should we be using? Of course, you have to carefully look at Ethereum. With Ethereum 2.0, there will be a lot of other upgrades and a lot of other things that you can work on that blockchain. Right? I'm not saying that the rest of the blockchain are not good, but because today during this lunch roundtable, with the 20 of you, the main topic is about Ethereum. I'm also very glad to receive the emails from some of you, who are looking at building your own index, on Ethereum. You're also trying to build your own products on Ethereum, from a bank perspective, which is very, it will be very innovative. So again, all these things are things that you have planned out. You might not want to roll them out all at once at this current moment, but your intention and your willingness to learn and interact, put you to a next level, as compared to some of your own peers, for example. So I hope what I've presented so far, is within the scope of what you want. I'm going to switch off my recording. I have also told the organizer to switch off the recording, because the next few next 10-15 minutes will be a Q&A, up close and personal. But of course, I'm not with you. Ask any questions that you want. I'm very happy to answer them. And also very happy to find ways to meet with all of you face to face. All right. So I'm going to switch off my recording. I am going to open up the mic so that all of you would love to have a insightful conversation, open conversation. Happy to do that. So with that, I have to thank BlockReview for setting up this roundtable. I'm sorry that I can't be there, and thank you for accommodating me and putting up this video Zoom meeting, in front of this lovely delegates, at this roundtable. So let's start. Let's start.